Hello, hello. We are now up to the second race of the night for BPNR holiday season. We were originally supposed to go to Armored, or not Armored Digital, Under Armour, but that track has issues. So instead, we're at St. Joltis, another fictional track. So, Random Quality has wrapped up. I say random quality because of the amount of people we have. Qualifying isn't necessary. Oh God. Oh no. No. Well, I did hear in TeamSpeak, but man, Elaine Johnson and Cam McGarry's on the front row. This is just diabolical. Let alone Travis Structure row 2, Joshua Clemens and Brandon Carter around row 3. I'm not racing. So that means Zach Armstrong and Noel Nichols will be row 4, Biz Cole, Rodriguez, and Ryan Skirts in row 5. Be 21 laps tonight, and it's a 5-mile super speedway. So we're gonna be here for quite a while. Quick shout out to Tom Stroxel for coming in clutch by providing us with this track when Light Allow didn't have a backup track ready. Brown cut physics this time to last. Oh my god. Oh, now Harry Crawford's on pole and I'm supposed to be starting second, so that would mean damn it. Okay, never mind.
Drivers to your cars.
They, someone's gonna keep resetting until Troxel's on pole, isn't he? Carl Childress. So, assuming it doesn't reset again, Carl Childress is on pole. Oh god, but the last time I've seen Carl Childress run pole, he immediately folded, that being the DSRA All-Star Open. Because he wasn't eligible for, well, I wouldn't say in it, not eligible, he just didn't win a race and wasn't qualified to be locked in into the feature by default. But still, he fumbled it. He went from first to last in, I want to say, 5 laps at Bowman Gray. He didn't get wrecked or anything, he just sucked. But anyway, enough bashing Carl. He's on pole for tonight via randomizer. Hector Garcia will start P2, Harry Crawford P3, Noah Wetzel P4, Cam McGowry P5, Cole Rodriguez P6, Brandon Carter Rose in P7, Dylan DeGrom P8, Houston Bill P9, and Joe Schmidt move out of your top 10. Find the rest of the order here, and yeah, 21 laps, like I mentioned, is a 5-mile super speedway. This is using cup physics for tonight. We're on chassis 3. So, massive speeds. Raymond. Raymond is the finish line here. This is the finish line. I've never been to the track before, so I don't have an idea of what this is going to look like. Even Troxel, who provided this track for us, hasn't raced here in over 2 years. So a bit of a foggy memory as he barrels and dies and gets killed. Never mind, it's 18 laps. 18 scheduled laps. The extra laps for overtime. just more or less waiting until they get going here. Hopefully all the concerns regarding subs and just track I9 has the values that has been fixed here. Apparently someone flew, I don't know who. Who went to space? I guess we won't find out. And also, let me do this first. Go to Carl, and my vertical ticker is working again. Yippee! So I actually have it ready, and oh god, it's like dropping my frames. Hold on, I need to dump down my graphics real quick. And I'll drop some of these, and cause it is a big track, so I can have reset anyway. So because Let It Out broke fourth gear on the pace lap, and Let It Out's game crashed on top of that. So yeah, it is what it is. Get your bad luck out the way. Apparently the game couldn't handle his weight. Hopefully my settings are good now.
Drivers, to your cars.
Okay, better frame rates than last time. It was at 20 before, but now I'm hovering at 70. For a 5-mile super speedway, I expect the bottom to be the dominant lane, much like Atlanta, but there's actually a good reason behind it. It's 5 miles long, so condense down the 5 miles to the fastest lane possible. Fastest lane possible, which is the shortest way around. So it is Carl Childress and Hector Garcia who will lead us to green shortly. Field manager is going to be tight. It's 18 lap race. It's scheduled to be 18 lap race, and I believe that's what the field team says. I didn't check how much wear we have for this race, but we'll just have to figure out when we get there. Probably splash and dash is all these drivers need to make it to the end. Yeah, we are green here in St. Joltis. Carl George is already getting a great push from Harry Crawford, and Hector Garcia just took off, but he's got no one behind him. But he's directly behind him. Here comes Noah Wetzel to provide some assistance. Nope, he's gonna take him 3 wide. If inside lane's already formed up and Carl Churches is already pulling away, kinda. The outside lane just not gathered up. But here comes Dylan Negron trying to make something work. Oh, we got a spinner that being Noah Wetzel, and it's going to be a single car, surprisingly. And we got another wreck, that being a Nick Blowover, that being Cooper Wall, and Hector Garcia involved. It's going to be a reset. Brian Sperling, Dan Rodriguez, and they're all dead. All of them are gonna have a reset, so they're killing each other. Here we go again.
Drivers,
Third time's a charm. It's hopefully the last reset, because this track is massive, and yeah,
Drivers, start
that's it. It's
your
just massive.
engines.
Unlike me. The Carl Children is able to pull away at the start of the race. Hector Garcia kind of just drifted up the track and just got abandoned immediately. Hopefully he learned from that and doesn't repeat it, unless he's just opting to go to the rear. It could be that. Only time will tell. 18 laps are scheduled. Carl Childress will once again take the green flag to begin the race at St. Joltis. Once again, Hector Garcia got no help from behind. That outside lane just really deformed at the moment. Noah Bessel nearly cleared himself off of Kirsten Bell. Four-wide action immediately. Now hoping for 6th place, it seems. Side by side now, Hector Garcia actually has help. Well, not really, but Hector didn't opt to shuffle that back. That's the pace car. And as soon as I say that, Hector Garcia immediately is going to drop to the back. Kind of just fluctuating between the cameras. Some shots are good, some are meh. I should probably change that to green flag. That'll be a great idea. Near wreck towards the back, I heard. But lap 1 looks to be in the books. Carl Childress with Harry Crawford and Cameron McElroy is your top 3. Here comes Brandon Carr on the outside, all alone, however, so he's not gonna get much traction with it. Brian Scarrett is warping right in front of Dylan Negron. And Mantroxo and Cold Rodriguez around. You're going to be a caution flag. Dink Rodriguez involved. That is William Scarrett. Josh McClellan spinning. Got the one Nichols, Joe Shmuda, Kirsten Bell, and Ashton Tagwell. It is race back, so these drivers are going to take the remaining 3 miles to the line. Gives Harry Crawford on the outside. He's got help from Brian Scarrett and Dylan Negron. McGarry is the only helper for Childress for the time being, but here comes Cooper Wall to provide some assistance. And Harry Crawford's going to clear for the lead as he'll win the race back if we can actually see the finish of that. So let's see what happened to trigger out a crash on lap 2. Started with Troxel from back here. Near contact with Cole Rodriguez, and oh, I think he just got pushed upward by Cooper Wall, and it just collected everyone. Take a look at helicopter cam on Troxel to get a better view of it. If I can find him. Yeah, 37 just drifted up into him, man. That same time Carl Rodriguez made his way down to Elaine Johnson. She did in disaster class right there. Right on board with, let's see, come on with, come in Lamel Nichols. See what she saw. And trying to spawn jet in front of her and Shmuda. There's nowhere for those two to go. Apart from that, I think she avoids damage. And just kiss from Shmuda, but at best, at worst, actually she has probably flat tires, but nothing more to them. Pit lane's still not open. That's who else can we ride on board with? How about Hector Garcia? We're gonna use hood cam for this one. Started P2, he opted to the rear. And that decision turned out to be a good choice. And he's able to skate through very well here. He had to dip into the grass, use the access road. And great call on Hector Garcia's part. Now he just has hope that none of that, no more big ones occur for the remainder of the night. And that he can make up the positions. So pit lane is open here. We got, looks like Brandon Carter, the first driver to take advantage of it. Joshua Clements in the back there with gonna be Troxel, Armstrong, Mather, Rodriguez, Daniel Rodriguez that is, and Noel Nichols. You got Colorado on with them. It's going to take a while because the pit lane is all the way around the curve, and there the pit lane actually starts. I mentioned that the field situation, at least up from what I overheard, is a bit tight, and Joshua Clements that just parked at the D-Dog stall, and now there's, wow, bit of comeuppance there. Just overshot it quite a bit, and unfortunately D-Dog gonna lose some time to do that. Now, Colorado wins off pit road, and I do note that William Gregory is apparently having issues with pitting. And my game crashed probably, or my PC froze. I think it's the latter. Yep. Alright. Give me one. Can I just swap it to the tech area real quick? In 1 moment. Okay, my game crashed on top of that, so give me a moment. Just log back in real quick and hope that Alright. Should be back, and yeah, all they are is correct. Didn't really miss much since we're under caution, but the juice cone is coming up. And they're choosing right now actually, so it is Karen McGowan who opts for the outside lane with the top 3 cars remaining in line. So, real quick, I'm going to just drop more settings down. I mean, likelihood of me falling out again is unlikely. Leaders given control, and we are green back again. Outside lane very disorganized. Much like the initial start, it's going to be scary who will move up to P2, but Dylan the Gron and Carl Childress in tow. And there's a flip in the background. No race back this time around, so field is frozen. It was Noel Nichols who gets involved with Joshua Clements once more. Cautious cooldown this next time. I've seen that happen. Joshua Clemens working his way up the field, and Hector Garcia just barely taps in, and that's just enough to send Clemens sideways in. Unfortunately, Noel Nichols is just a victim in that one. Just gets sandwiched into the wall, and both of them go flipping. Alright. Hopefully without my game crashing, because going around on board with Hector Garcia looking from the rear. Probably wasn't a great cam to use. Well, it's right on board with Colrad. I think the lap broke, question mark. Hold on. I think the lap cam broke, so that's not helpful. Because we're on lap 6 now, and yeah, it broke, alright, so that's not great. So I have to call out laps, I suppose. Got a couple pitters that being Hector Garcia, and we saw Clements speed up, and how? What did you do? Going in 165 and try to break for his pit box, blown tire, and just amazingly doesn't hit anyone because, well, no one's here, but yeah. Well, I fell out of the game, so I don't know exactly where his pit box. Oh, I think he DQ'd himself, and that's why. That might be why. Clemens overshot his pit bikes massively and drove backwards too far. So that ended up in DQ, so that is our second retirement of the day, William Gregory being our first. Yeah, choose cone. So they're just picking places to choose, which is fair. There isn't a choose cone, plus the pace laps take too long here. Houston Bell. Ignoring that, it is Carl. Carl is second. He chose the top lane. It is Harry Crawford, who is the leader. She's waiting for a 29 car to come back. And reminder, it is caution cooldown this time, so I don't know what lap it's an effect for, but waiting for Crawford, and we are back underway. It's in Joltis, lap 6. And I just caught Culture's way off guard. Now he has no help, and not helped by Scared's warping. So cooldown until end of lap 12 according to Landelau, our race admin. So we're gonna be here a while. At least get some run in. I think that's Matthias. Yeah, Matthias Mills trying something on the outside. He just got no help. Carl Chill just finds Rich Boy in the back. It's a single file train with Crawford, Scared, Troxel, your top 3. And Matthias gonna Mantis. I can't pronounce his name. Like, I went through 3 different variations of his name and just I gotta settle on one. Mantis is probably the name I'm going to use. So Mantis is gonna try to slide his way back down, but Carl Childress is gonna actually push him and actually surrender his own bottom. Doing that. Trying to make something in the outside lane work. 3 cars is definitely not going to be enough when everyone else is packed in on the bottom lane. Matt is finally getting help with Childress, Cooper, and Colorado. Well, the Cole Matter, they're good. Try and make a third lane work, that being Zach Armstrong and Brandon Carter on the top lane. They'll be teammates in the main D1 in the main BPNR season after this is over. But you don't have enough cars up there, it's just a drag, really. People are trying, but it's gonna take quite a few people. I think there's actually enough people to where the top lane could work. You just need to get organized. They got Keystone Bell coming in to assist Carl Childress. At the head, train is still Harry Crawford, scared yet to make a move on him. And I don't blame him, because I don't think Trox was willing to go with him if he's warping all over the place. And lapped car coming out of the pits, that being Noel Nichols, the car that flipped over in our previous yellow. Five cars on the top lane. Well, another group of four trying something on top, very top of the track, trying to make a third lane going. Landon Lyle leading that charge with Hector Garcia and Joe Schmuda, I believe that is. Yeah, Joe Schmuda, but also Tackwell. Now they fucked back down to the second lane. And like when there's a bottom feeder track, typically you wouldn't want to try a third lane. It's just that no one's willing to go with you. It just pretty much destroys the entire outside lane. Now they have got 5 cars in the direct center again. And I think my game crashed once again. That's not great. Oh no, we're back. I was about ready to hit the tech error button. And near Calamity, as soon as like get the things settled in, Landon go spinning and he flipping into the catch pins. Tagwell is also involved spinning in the inside wall. It's going to be a race back. Eric Crawford with a big lead, and there's another racket towards the main pack. Carl Jude is flipping into the catch pins again. 2 of them within 1 lap. Cole Rodriguez is also spinning around. I believe that Joe Schmidt also involved. Lane Johnson also collected. Right, so 2 wrecks happened. We'll start with the initial reason, which is, with Landon Lyle. He reported a bad push, and I believe that was the case. So, I'm gonna probably better with the helicopter cam. Yeah, the very top lane just stacks up. Hector Garcia was already pushing the 99. And just, yeah, just bad push, really. Got Rich Boy spinning. Then there's a secondary wreck up here. It involved the Carl Childress. Yeah, contact with Cole Rodriguez said some flying and taking Lane Johnson with him. Meanwhile, Cole Rod didn't entirely survive it. He finds the outside while collecting another car and spinning. Right on board with Cooper Wall on the secondary wreck. Just unfortunate. More unfortunate, Carl chose to start on pole and is looking to do pretty well. But today, the only achievement he'll get is earning his pilot's license. Just lots of team speak shenanigans with Troxel. Allegations occur in accordance. Girl children are coming true. Bro, is that allowed being racist if it's true facts? And Carl Childress, a black guy, is actually confirming these allegations. I just want to know. Rich boy Levy's towing, and Colruyt is still out there with a blown tire trying to make his way back. So we're on lap 12, under caution here for 2X. Landau flipping into the catch fence. And also a secondary wreck, taking the race back, involving Carl Childress, Cooper Wall, Cole Rodriguez, and Lane Johnson. There's just more chatter going on. It's like, I know chat is partially blocked for y'all watching. Just weird stuff happening. Choose code. Going to be a 6-lap sprint to the end. Gonna be Harry Crawford and Thomas Troxel on the front row, Scared and Wells in row 2. Dylan Garana and Kirsten Bell, row 3. Row 4 belongs to Miguel Reese and Armstrong. Row 5 goes to Cooper Wall and Brandon Carter. Harry Crawford took control of the race since lap 2 and has never left. That field situation is basically dead in the water because of the amount of cautions we've had. Got quiet zone coming up shortly. We got Cole Rodriguez, who's quite a ways back. Yeah, he's just out going into picture now. 6 laps remain at Zen Joltis. We are back underway. 6 laps remain. It is caution cooldown to the end of the race, so unless there's a massive wreck, this pretty much is the race to the end. Can't just hope for a caution, you gotta go now. Outside lane, that no one helped. There was only Troxel and Wells up there. Zach Armstrong is 1 car lanes behind, but Brandon Carter's giving him a shove. Ooh. And Troxel gonna force his way to the bottom and is able to do so. Carl Childress on top all alone. Nothing he could do. 5-car breakaway, 6 coming in. That being Thomas Troxel. And another breakaway between him and the 37 car. Here comes Hector Garcia to the inside of him. Got 5 laps to go at the line. Harry Crawford, dominance from the Australian. And yeah, it's Brian Scared spinning across turn 1, going to get T-boned by Wetzel, and Lana Lance also spinning. No, no caution. It's called for that, right? Caution cooldown. Man, we'll have to take a look at that. I want to be able to have you watch it live, even if it's menial. So that allows Dylan Grant to move up to second, but Kirsten Bell right behind him. Ford, and a Peugeot. Behind her is Bigari's in a Chevy Camaro trying to make a move. And another 2 Fords and a Lexus. But now that pretty much destroyed the entire outside lane, it's gonna have to negotiate on when to make the move for the win. And among those drivers who opt to go to the top lane, when do they decide to abandon them? To go for the win themselves. There's 4 laps to go. Still got plenty of time, 20 miles, to find out who will win at St. Joltis. At the very top lane, toward the back, being led by Hector Garcia. Josh Mill trying to cover, nothing he could do with that big head of steam. Get Wells shuffled up to the top lanes, gonna try to find a hole on the inside, unable to do so, nearly killing Thomas Troxel. And I'm just looking through TeamSpeak on the side here. I got majority of the field in one team in one VC right now. That consisting of most of front runners up here, and in the back is Rich Roy and that being Hector Garcia spinning down the front stretch as they take 3 to go. Only 2 cars, we keep it green. Wells is not giving up at the outside lane. He's been stranded up there for a long time, and now he finally finds a slide on the inside lane to get back in line and hope to win this thing. A little bit of wobble from Kirsten Bell. I'll be real, I don't know if working with McGowery is to rely on pushing you to the front is the best idea, but I don't get any other better ideas. She'll likely is gonna have to wait until Troxel makes a move. Right now he's getting a push from Ali Johnson and Wells. Comes a second lane coming in, that being led by Armstrong, being held by Carter and Childress. But those 3 I mentioned are all within their own VC, so that's definite teamwork right there. 2 laps to go. Still single file for the time being, 10 miles remain. And that second lane is fading away. It's only the 3 of them, so no run will be generated. Harry Crawford, he won 10 nights already, that being the earlier race at Echo Park Speedway. Gonna try to sweep the day. Second lane in the works. Nope. Commander thought about it, but tried to abandon Wells, but Wells was quick to respond. At least until he went up top again to immediately give it up. Off turn 4, it'll be the final lap of Joltis. And Kirsten's look has a response now. She tried to make something worth trying and signal to McElreath and perhaps while others behind it, she's wanting to go maybe even to Negron. And no passing below the yellow line. An overtake has to be done through the outside. Harry Crawford is not willing to give up the inside lane. Negron's trying to do something. He has the help from Kirsten Bell, and now he's got the momentum. But Kirsten Bell's gonna abandon him, and she gets instant karma by getting sideswiped and into the fence. But Negron is now side by side with Gary Crawford. When McElreath gets back down to the bottom, helping to push the 76 car to victory. But Mantis is gonna try to help the 77 to victory lane. It's gonna be a dead heat, but it's Harry Crawford who will sweep this week's activities in BPNR. Well, the order's messed up, so I'll have to go to here then. Actually, before I do, I did say I wanted to look back at a couple incidents, so guess it's back a quick tricky timeline. There's some workaround look at. It's scary getting spun from second place. I think he was realized that he didn't want to push Crawford in the corner, so he backed up, and Negron didn't anticipate that. Did Lyle go underneath him? Gonna ride on board with him. On board with Lane and Lyle on the left 14 crash. Yep, he went over. He went under him. I believe the onboard can't just kiss the tire. Get a great underside of that 71 machine, and yeah, it did clip through. You got this rack here, there's that 15 going to 16, that involving Rich Roy and Garcia. Bad push out of the corner for the 87 car, not the first time this happened, and takes out both of them. He's still spinning. Oh, good. Scared, unpaired lane, nothing much more to do. And on the final lap, as Kirsten Bell pushes the 77 car on the outside lane. She's gonna try and immediately abate him, but chops off the nose of McElreath and takes herself out. Just karma at its finest. Then what became of it? Down to the wire. McElreath ended up choosing to stay in line, helped Clear Crawford to win. And the Grind will have to settle for second place. So, the order got messed up. Hold on. No, that's not helpful. So, okay. It is Harry Crawford who wins, with Dylan Ground finishing second. Mattis Bell's P3, Karen McElreath's P4. Hold on. You need to find the order again. Okay. 12 car. That's Cole Mather at P5. Thomas Trucks at P6. Zach Armstrong P7. Elaine Johnson P8. Brandon Carter P9. And Joe Schmidt what's out your top 10. Pole sitter Carl Childress finishes 11th. Cooper Wall P12. 05. Tagwell P13. 66. Need to remember names. Wetzel P14. Garcia 15th. Cole Rodriguez 16th. Noel Nichols P17th. Kirsten Bell P18. Last car on the lead lap P19. Rich Roy and Ryan Scarrett. Rex out from second place to finish 20th, with Landon Lau just behind him at 21st. Then the remaining DNFs are Joshua Clements, Daniel Rodriguez, sorry. 28, that is Riley Sperling, and 31, that is William Gregory. We do have one interview, so let me close out real quick and go.
User was moved to your channel.
Harry Crawford, you got me.
Yes, I do got you.
The winner chicken dinner and take that twice. Let's start with the first race at Atlanta. It was a bit chaotic to start with, but has come simmer down. How did you handle the pit cycle and find your way to victory?
Well, I was involved in a wreck early on. I forget how it started. And I had to pit because I had a bit of damage on my right side and I think on the rear. And and they tossed me up in fuel, and that actually, actually they didn't. Well, they did, but they didn't get me all the way to the end. But I was able to go past the guys that pitted on the first round of green flag stops and avoid the chaos. Because I heard that there was some chaos, and I think I saw someone got spun. So I'm glad I avoided that. And then I had a clean first. I had a clean. I had a clean pit stop. And I cycled it out, and I just realized that there wasn't really anyone behind me. Like I had a big gap. I think I had like 2 lap cars between me and the next guys that were 4 position. So yeah, I just tried to stick with the lap cars, try and get as much help as I could, and they did. And then the pack did catch me with I think 3 laps to go, and I had a bit of warp wreck. I mean, not warp wreck. Like it was a wreck that I
Like
had
a bumper
between my
grab.
yeah. I don't know what it was like. It was weird, but
It
yeah, there was
was.
a wreck. Oh, okay, but yeah, it was a wreck between me and my teammates, Josh and Cole. So I was a little bummed about that because I don't want to really get into my teammates for the win. But I got the win anyway in that first race. And this race, I mean, it was pretty much all down to the random quality since the outside couldn't really get going. And I was the behind Carl on the inside up front, and I think he had a mistake or something that shuffled him out. And when I got up to the lead, I was just able to stay there. And that last lap was the longest last lap of my life. Like just I knew that they were backing off and trying to get a run. I tried to back up. I saw Dylan get to my outside. I thought Kiesa was going to go with me, but then she wrecked. I thought it was all over. I thought Dylan was going to get the run on the outside. But then I had like McElrath behind me. He helped me get through, and I got the win, and it feels just incredible. Go sweep the round.
Between the teammate clashes and the dominance that you performed between the two races, great job on tonight's races. I wish you luck for the remainder of the season.
Thank you, Victor.
Thank you.
User was moved out of your channel.
So that was the only interview. Everyone else had already left the TeamSpeak. So that's tonight's festivities concluded. And much like everyone else, I do not have info on next week's tracks because they're meant to be a surprise. But hopefully by then Dalton Tubbs can actually stream those two races. I mean, I don't mind, but it's Dalton. This holiday season is usually meant for Dalton's streaming experience to kick in and like have him stream more to gain a bit of experience, much like I have to do. So that wasn't a plan initially, but I was willing to give him the chance. He wasn't available to the past 2 days. He was a bit busy both days, so I had to take up the role for the All-Star race and the 2 races today. But it was quite fun. So, like I mentioned before, the last stream, no, 2 streams ago now, yesterday, that is, I will stream the remaining Budweiser Cup Series races that are going on in their season 6. Those will happen Friday nights, except not this week because it's Christmas. So until then, thank you for